Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. Today I want to do a quick tour to show you what's blooming in the garden right now. So as you can see, it's a lot that's blooming. I got this bed right here with some coneflower, veronica, and salvia. Those are doing quite well. Got another bed over here with some veronica that I still haven't put in the ground yet, but that's where they plan to go when I take those crispy hydrangeas out. And behind that we have some verbena and some other salvia and some purslane that I just stuck there that doesn't really belong there, but I need to move it. It's an annual and I probably won't move it, but wait for it to die when it at the end of the season. But that's what's blooming right now. In this garden bed, there's a lot going on. I got some butterfly bush, some yarrow, some dahlias, some sunflowers, some gora, all blooming right now. I actually had a gladiolus that broke from the storm. Isn't that pretty? But it broke. So I need to, next year, I'm going to really have to be strategic as to where I put the gladiolus. They need to be close to a fence because I have a lot of gladiolus and I can't sit here and stake them all. I also have some coreopsis in here too. That's on this, I'm about to prune that for its third flush. In this other bed here, I've got some perennial hibiscus blooming. Absolute beauties. My knockout rose needs to be pruned, but it's blooming. My autumn sedum fire is getting ready to bloom. Of course, the coneflowers are just like on 10. They are just like blooming their behinds off. Another butterfly bush back there. And gora, this is the white gora. My mums are blooming, but they're kind of burning out now. As you can see, some brown spots in there. But these are mums. These are mums from last year. And some yarrow and another type of coneflower right here. We've got some blazing star oriental lilies back there. Another butterfly right here, butterfly bush right here. Another set of goras right here. I need to stake these coneflowers. They flopped over because I need to give the birds some seeds, so that's what that is. And again, some more oriental lilies. They're supposed to be taller than this, but they got damaged earlier in the season when it was really, really cold. But aren't they beautiful? And they smell absolutely gorgeous. These are the blazing star oriental lilies. I have a liatris that is on its last bloom cycle. So that's that bed right there. Got another garden bed right here with an agave plant that I'm still deciding if I'm going to put it in the ground or put it in a container. That's why it's still here. Got my monarder / blanket flower. I also have some volunteer snapdragons that showed up. I did not plant those, but they showed up. So I'm going to leave those alone. Then I've got some Veronica Speedwell, just an absolute workhorse. I don't have to do anything with Veronica. I don't even prune it and it looks good. Then I have some orange dahlias here that I plant from the tubers. Coreopsis that needs to be pruned. My buttercream daisies that need to be that are blooming and are beginning to come out. Then I have these Shasta daisies that need to be to be pruned back so I can get my second flush. I've got some salvia, of course. And some more Veronica speedwells. I love Veronicas. They just are so easy. Behind the Veronicas is some Montauk Daisy. Now, I thought that these guys only, well, not only, but I thought these guys bloomed mainly in the fall. But they are so budded up, and look at that. There's a flower coming out. That's the Montauk Daisy. I bought this last fall at Lowe's. I think I bought this in October or something. And they're beginning to bud up, and they're going to get ready to bloom, and we are in the dead of summer. Then I've got two types of black-eyed Susans here. We've got the typical one, the smaller petals, and then I have the ones that have the larger petals and the larger eyes. Got little damage in the rain. Now, when we get rain here, we get rain and wind and thunder and lightning, so I need to clean that up a little bit. And here's one of my favorite perennials. This is the Autumn Joy Sedum. As if you know me, you know that my favorite perennial is the Pink Gora and the Autumn Joy Sedum. And of course, I have my double knockout rose that has just been knocking out the park all season. An absolute joy to watch. The Japanese beetles try to get it, but it's been fighting it off. And as you can see, I said all that like dark purpleness, that's new growth, new roses trying to come out. And I think I saw a monarch butterfly over here. I'm going to try to see if I can capture it in this other bed. There it is, on the butterfly bush. Okay, so what else is in the garden? These are some plants here that are in containers. Still trying to find a home for them. Got some white phlox. I just bought that Mexican petunia right there, that purple. And then the butterfly weed, I'm very excited about that because I don't have any. And I know that this is a big deal when it comes to the monarch butterfly. I also have some brush crepe myrtles that I bought on sale at Lowe's last year for literally $8, and they are coming back now. They should be at least budded up by now, but I think I had them in a bad spot, so I finally put them out here. Hopefully it will make up for all the lost times. Here's a view of the garden in literally full bloom. This is the garden in full bloom. And as you can see, those perennial hibiscus wants you to see them. That white one over there. Okay, so then also I have an area here, a little fountain area. Just some annuals, the cucurma, which is a wild ginger plant, and then I have some moss rose and some wandering Jews right there. Just something I just put together, and I'll just make this a little annual area. And I have another one down here, all the way down here on the opposite end, with another type of little fountain. I bought these fountains on Amazon, and then I bought the little well, I bought the bird feeder, and then I bought the fountain separately, and it's like solar, so it just when the sun hits it, the water sparks up and looks really, really nice. Same thing here, a little annual section. I have a diplodenia, some crotons, some more moss rose, and a German bearded iris. Over here is a little rose bed I have. Now, this needs to be pruned back. The Japanese beetles have been having a field day, but the roses are true troopers, and they've been really fighting back. Look at this pretty yellow rose right here. It's just an absolute gorgeous rose. So I need to prune it back a little bit so I can get some new growth. Here's some other roses right here. Here is an area I call Tropical Lane. This is some canna lilies. I've got some yellows, some reds, and some peachish orange colors here. And then I have the tropical hibiscus down here, which I bought for $7 on sale at Home Depot. This was a 2-gallon for $7. And then a banana plant and a croton as well in the ground. Now this I'm gonna try to make this an annual bed. This gets serious sun and they do really, really well there. What else? There's another bed here. This is a perennial hibiscus again. This is the Proven Winners brand, and they have just been absolutely taken off. The ones with the darker foliage is Proven Winners, and the one with the lighter foliage is a no-name brand I bought at Home Depot that has been performing well. Look at how buttered up that is. I mean, it's every single day there's full of blooms. So if you're looking for a really, really reliable perennial that's gonna bloom from from June, because it came out the ground in April, and then once it came out the ground, when it came back from sleep, it just went crazy. It was one of the last things to come out to sleep, but it made up for it because look at those blooms, full of blooms. I also have some Elaeagnus that I'm trying to create a little fence between me and my neighbor, and I had bought these Elaeagnus and they weren't doing well where they were, so I put them here in the hopes that they will create a border between me and the neighbor. So yeah, this is the garden, blooming, just absolutely blooming. I also created a little container area here, still working on it, and just random plants that I found. Not random, but they were on sale, and there's just no more space in the garden. I'm not digging up any more of the garden. I'm gonna make a way to get all the plants that I've got somewhere, and in order to do that, I had to go back to my roots, which is containers. So, and I don't like too many different types of containers, so I bought these same type of containers. These are brown, and just stuck some plants I have in here. So yeah, I have some yarrow in here, some catmint in here, some veronicas, some irises, some coreopsis, some verbena, and again, like I said, a couple of them are empty because I'm still deciding what I'm doing, but that's just a little area I wanted to show you. And yeah, this is the garden. July is when the plants go nuts, in a good way, in a good way. So I haven't really had any issues except for the Japanese beetle eating away at my hibiscus leaves and my roses. But the thing is, it doesn't bother the actual flower. The plant doesn't look that great, but it could be worse. And I try not to spray anything in the garden, because when you spray something to prevent something, you stop other things from coming. I don't want to stop my butterflies and my hummingbirds and my bees from coming just by spraying on a plant, just trying to get rid of little beetle bites. Now they're annoying because look at, the little bites that they have in my little roses here, but it doesn't affect the actual rose flower. It's been absolutely flowering. There's another butterfly here on my sunflower. And look, my chase tree is blooming. I was out here yesterday. I didn't see all this. But yeah, my chase tree, my chase vitex tree is blooming. I need to move it out of there. It's too big for this bed. This bed was supposed to be just for perennials, but when I bought it, it was so small. And I'm telling you, this is literally 1 year. I bought this thing last year. It was small in a 2-gallon. And look at this plant. Of course, you recognize the sunshine ligustrum, that bright yellow evergreen. I've got some hummingbird mint right there. I need to move it because it needs more sun, which is probably why it's so small. And of course, dahlias just like absolutely performing. Look at the dahlias. I bought the tubers. I bought a 3-pack of tubers at Lowe's, I think, and I stuck them in a container. I waited for them to sprout, and then I brought them outside, and they are absolutely doing great. So, yeah, that's just a little overview of what's blooming in the yard. Let me know what you think. Now, I do have a little vegetable garden that I am going to start focusing on a little bit more in my videos because things are beginning to happen, but just wanted to show you the backyard. This is the backyard in its glory in the middle of July. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your garden is going. Let me know if you're having problems with beetles as well. Like I said, my storms down here are out of control. Now look how they damaged my autumn fire. Now I'm gonna have to stake this. Now the good thing about autumn fires and these sedums is that they will recover really easy. I'm not worried about that. But staking is just have to go find stakes and get twine and all that good stuff, which is what I did for the liatris because they too got damaged. Here I have some eryngiums. I bought these by Bare Root, and doesn't look like they're going to bloom this year, but at least I know that they are healthy enough, although I won't get a bloom. So I bought some eryngiums, and I bought some red hot pokers as well via Bare Root. And I've been seeing red hot pokers in the store, and I've been tempted to buy them because I'm anxious and I really want to get one because it looks so pretty. But the three that I have here that I bought Bare Root, they are probably not going to flower this year. But otherwise, look at my elephant ears. I gave away a couple of these already. I had like 6, now 7 or 8. Now I'm down to 4 because when people come to my yard, they love them so much and I can't help but give them away. And again, they weren't expensive to buy the corms. I bought the corms. I bought like 9 or 8 corms for $7 and I planted them, so I can do that again. But look how big those leaves are, that foliage. Oh my goodness. So yes, garden friends, this is the garden. This is the garden in the middle of July, doing absolutely well. No complaints at all, except for the beetles, of course. I mulch with leaves. I was sad that I missed the Home Depot and Lowe's 5 for 10 bags, but then I decided that probably is a good thing, because when I did my reading, I realized that those dyes are no good for the garden anyway, because they dye the mulch brown, they dye it red, they dye it black. And I'm going to give the garden back what it gave me, which is the leaves. So I decided to mulch with leaves. So yes, it might not look as fancy as if you had bought fancy bag mulch, but I think I'm good with what it looks like right here. So let me know what you think of the garden. Let me know how your garden is going. Let me know if you have any ideas, what you think of my little fountain. I have some stepping stones I bought from Lowe's that I just put here. So those have been really nice. Looks very gardeny, coming from the back of the patio and going all the way around to this other side of the house where I have my tools and where I put the trash and stuff. And then here are my Japanese maples. Got these for my birthday last year, and they've been doing absolutely amazing. Not too much sun, not too much shade, perfect where they are. And I'm excited because one of them is going to turn really, really red in the fall, and one is going to be really, really orange, and one is going to be yellow. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then one last thing I wanted to show you, which is going to be in an upcoming video, is this garden bed that I'm working on for some shade gardens. I've got a bunch of plants that are waiting on me to do what I'm doing so they can get into the garden bed. And I'll show you another video of when that happens. But otherwise, this is the garden. This is the flower garden. That is the vegetable garden up there. But again, I'll show you another video of that. But otherwise, this is the garden bed. Let me know what you think, garden friends. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please tell somebody about the channel. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.